Society's annual induction ceremony. My name is Gabrielle Jaquays, and I am the president of this year's Honor Society. We are pleased tonight to admit to membership those students who have been selected as new members. They have achieved this honor because of excellence in the 4 areas upon which membership is based: character, scholarship, leadership, and service. To be eligible for membership, a student must be a junior or senior whose cumulative average is 90% or better. To be selected for membership, one must also rank highly on a point system. The points a student earns are based on the extent to which one's average exceeds 90%, on participation in school and community service activities, and on a faculty survey. By the end of senior year, approximately 15% of each class is admitted to Honor Society. It is also our custom to invite foreign exchange students to become honorary members of our Honor Society. I would now like to introduce our current members. Current members, please stand as I call your name and remain standing until all names are called. Brianna Baldwin, Ashley Barker, Jessica Bowden, Allison Cipriano, Evan Conley, Stacy Davis, Heidi Detmeyer, Sarah Javnica, Kelsey Forbrad, Kelly Fernie, Lindsay George, Cassidy Graves, Morgan Galtieri, Alicia Haley, Lauren Hall, Gabrielle Jaquays, Megan Kyle, Emily Church, Hannah Lee, Sarah Link, Christina Malerba, Morak Mason, Jared Platt, Jeffrey Richards, Taylor Rude, Alicia Shepard, Haley Snow, Lindsay Wheel, who couldn't be here tonight. She is one of 100 students statewide to attend the NISMA All-State Winter Conference. Sabrina Williams, Eric Zeller, and Abigail Zerchin. Please be seated. We're having so many of our families and friends could be here tonight. Mrs. Wheeling, our principal, would now like to say a few words.
Good evening. Welcome to the National Honor Society Induction Ceremony. I congratulate all of you and your parents on this achievement. I would like to acknowledge several individuals present tonight that have played an integral role in this evening's celebration. First, our National Honor Society advisors, Mrs. Heidi Libertella and Mrs. Linda Schmidt. District Office Administration, Dr. Jeffrey Bryant, Superintendent, Mrs. Mary Lynn Zerba, Assistant Superintendent for Instruction, and Mr. Carl Kyle, Assistant Superintendent for Business. And our Board of Education members, Mr. Michael Hannon, Mrs. Christina Height, Mr. Thomas Fanning, and Mr. Tyler Henry, our Board of Education Vice President. To be inducted into the National Honor Society, a student must possess much more than high grades. While scholarship is one of the 4 characteristics represented in National Honor Society, character, leadership, and service are also essential. To be inducted into National Honor Society, a student must be a truly well-rounded individual. In a few moments, the NHS officers will provide you with definitions of the 4 tenets embodied by all National Honor Society members. I would like to take a moment to share with you how I see National Honor Society members demonstrate these characteristics here at Camden High School. Scholarship is not just the ability to do well academically, but the desire to be lifelong learners. NHS members enroll in many of our dual credit college courses and electives, not just to be ahead when they begin their college career, but because they embody the following quote by Albert Einstein: "Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death." Service is not just volunteering at the Clothing Connection. NHS members actively serve the Camden High School community by participating and excelling in theater productions, musical groups, sports teams, and clubs. These students also serve the greater community by organizing food drives, working with the Rotary and Chamber of Commerce, helping out at local churches, and being instrumental in the success of Relay for Life each year, just to name a few. They do all this not for a course requirement, but because they realize how important it is to give back. Leadership is not just being elected to an office in an organization. Yes, many of the National Honor Society members do hold offices, but regardless of their position, they are the movers and shakers of our school. These are the students that have a vision for Camden High School, one that includes more opportunities for all students. These students don't ask, why can't we? They ask, how can we? Character. This is not something that can be measured by a student's GPA or activities they include on their college application. This is measured by a student's private day-to-day decisions on how to live their lives. They model honesty and integrity. They realize the truth to the following quote by politician Harriet Woods: "You can stand tall without standing on someone. You can be a victor without having victims." So how does one develop scholarship, leadership, service, and character that measure up to National Honor Society standards? Well, for each of these students, the answer may be different. They all have one thing in common: caring, supportive parents that model these virtues for them throughout their life. Congratulations to all the parents for assisting your children in becoming successful young adults. In conclusion, I congratulate all of the students on their induction to the National Honor Society. You have worked hard and deserve this honor. I am positive that if you continue to make scholarship, leadership, service, and character prominent values in your lives, success will follow you wherever your life may take you. Thank you.